Hello everyone, welcome to back my channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before starting the video, please go ahead and hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. The bold and the beautiful spoilers for Monday, September 15th, 2025 suggest some twists. For one thing, Remy Price, Christian Weissman, seemingly doesn't hide Luna Nozawa, Lisa Yamada. That leads to a group confrontation with the young killer. Meanwhile, Thomas Forrester, Matthew Atkinson, demands answers from Ridge Forrester, Thorsten Kaye. Let's start off with Remy, who was stunned when Luna ran into his apartment. The young man thought she was dead and really started to question his sanity. Then, Luna begged him for help. While Luna thinks she can just smile and get her own way, it doesn't work out like that. It seems that Remy won't risk his future for Luna. In a preview clip for next week, Luna is being cornered by Will Spencer, Crew Morrow, Katie Logan, Heather Tom, Bill Spencer, Don Diamond, and Lee Finnegan, Naomi Matsuda. At some point next week, Lai walks into the door to find people in her apartment. She will be horrified when Katie announces that Luna took advantage of Will. Luna reacts like she is surprised. The good doctor will be confused, but that's when someone, likely Will, explains that Luna assaulted him the night of the promotion party. Lee will realize her trust and hope in Luna was misplaced. Of course, Lee will totally snap on her granddaughter. In fact, a preview clip shows Lee choking Luna, but that might not happen until later in the week. The bold and the beautiful spoilers for Monday, September 15th reveal that Thomas will continue demanding answers. By the time that the next episode rolls around, Thomas will no longer be alone with Brooke Logan, Catherine Kelly Lang, in the dressing room at Forrester Creations. Ridge enters and ends up getting blasted by his own son. Thomas screams for Ridge to tell him that Brooke is lying. However, Ridge can't do that. It seems that Thomas's fury is about to explode. Will the young man ruin all the progress he's made and become even deadlier than before? What will Ridge do when he has to choose between Brooke and his children? Could Thomas totally lose it and try to eliminate Brooke for good? It seems he's about to head down a very dark path. The start of the week on The Bold and the Beautiful promises tension, confrontations, and shocking reversals of fortune. Monday, September 15th is shaping up to be a landmark day, as secrets are exposed, alliances are tested, and some characters face the ultimate moment of reckoning. Here's your sneak peek at the high-stakes drama fans can expect. The week kicks off with Remy Forrester, Sean Kanan, in a deeply reflective mood. After weeks of missteps and betrayals, Remy is determined to right his wrongs, starting with the people he's hurt the most. Brooke Logan, Catherine Kelly Lang, and Ridge Forrester, Thorsten Kaye, are both wary of his sudden sincerity, but Remy's desperation to prove himself is palpable. At Forrester Creations, Remy confronts Ridge directly. The tension is electric. Ridge, as usual, is cautious, skeptical, and blunt. Remy, words are easy. Actions, that's another story, Ridge says, arms crossed. Remy doesn't flinch. He has spent sleepless nights thinking about how he can regain the trust of the family and of the people he cares about. With heartfelt sincerity, he lays out a plan. He will go to extreme lengths to protect Forrester Creations from an impending threat he has recently uncovered. The threat? Body, the notorious business conglomerate that has set its sights on Forrester Creations' latest designs, aiming to poach talent and undercut the fashion house. Remy, leveraging his connections and insider knowledge, reveals critical intel about Beatty's latest moves. Ridge, while impressed, remains cautious. You better not be leading us into a trap, he warns. Remy's redemption arc is set to be one of the most compelling storylines this week. Fans will see a side of Remy they haven't fully appreciated, a man striving to reclaim his honor, even if the world doubts his intentions. The seeds of trust are being planted, but the question remains. Will Remy succeed before old enemies, or mistakes from his past, catch up with him? Meanwhile, Luna Nozawa, Keiko Agena, is gearing up for a clash that could define her career and her moral compass. Luna has been fighting to establish her own identity within the cutthroat fashion world. Body, however, is threatening everything she's built. Their recent negotiations have turned sour, and Luna finds herself facing a corporate shark with no qualms about playing dirty. The episode sees Luna in a high-stakes boardroom confrontation. The tension is palpable as she presents Forrester Creations' latest designs to Beatty executives. The conglomerate's lead negotiator, a cunning woman named Valeria, attempts to corner Luna, pushing for a deal that would strip her of creative control. Luna, however, refuses to back down. With poise, intelligence, and an unshakable confidence, she turns the tables. She subtly reveals insider knowledge of Beatty's financial missteps, forcing them to reconsider their tactics. It's a defining moment for Luna, proving she's more than just a designer. She's a force to be reckoned with. While some fans suspect she might succumb to Beatty's pressure, this confrontation hints at Luna's growing assertiveness and resourcefulness. By the end of the boardroom showdown, Beatty has been humbled, though the episode leaves viewers on edge. Luna knows she hasn't seen the last of them. As Luna battles for her professional life, Thomas Forrester, Matthew Atkinson, is escalating the personal drama at Forrester Creations. Thomas has long been a master of manipulation, and this Monday, he decides to make a bold demand that sends shockwaves through the Forrester family. The day begins innocently enough with Thomas requesting a private meeting with Ridge. Once the door closes, Thomas lays out a plan that leaves Ridge and even Brooke stunned. He insists that he must take the lead on the upcoming Forrester fashion line, claiming that his vision is crucial for the company's survival. "Ridge, I'm telling you, if we don't let me run this line, Forrester Creations is at risk." "And you know I'm right," Thomas asserts with a dangerous mix of charm and arrogance. Ridge is torn. On one hand, he knows Thomas has talent and ambition. On the other hand, Thomas's history of personal entanglements and manipulations makes him a risky choice. Brooke, who overhears part of the conversation, grows concerned. She knows that Thomas's insistence often comes with hidden motives, and she fears a repeat of the past, the line between business and personal vendetta blurring disastrously. To make matters more tense, Thomas's demand also impacts Hope Logan, Annika Noel, and Steffi Forrester, Jacqueline McInnes Wood, both of whom have a vested interest in the fashion line's success. Their reactions are telling. Hope is wary of Thomas's intentions, while Steffi, despite her own ambitions, is uneasy with the growing risk to Forrester Creations' reputation. Thomas's insistence sets up a potential showdown, one that could determine the company's creative future and the dynamics of the Forrester family. The drama doesn't stop at boardroom battles and fashion lines. Remy, Luna, and Thomas's arcs are intertwined, creating a web of tension that could explode at any moment. As Remy tries to make amends, he notices Luna's struggles with Beatty and offers his support, though Luna is reluctant to accept help. She's learned to rely on herself and doesn't want to appear vulnerable, but Remy's sincerity begins to chip away at her defenses. Could this partnership be the start of a new alliance that reshapes Forrester Creations' power dynamics? Meanwhile, Thomas watches closely, sensing an opportunity to exploit the friction between Luna and Remy. He quietly approaches Valeria from Beatty, subtly planting ideas that could further destabilize Forrester Creations. Thomas's manipulations are precise, a reminder that he's always thinking 3 steps ahead. For the Forrester family, the coming days will require vigilance, as Thomas's schemes threaten not just the company's success, but the safety of their personal lives as well. Amid all this chaos, Brooke and Ridge are left trying to keep the company and their family intact. Brooke, in particular, feels the weight of the decisions made by Remy, Luna, and Thomas. She takes a moment to reflect on past mistakes and the recurring pattern of ambitious individuals putting their desires above the family's welfare. "Every time I think we're past it, the same story starts again," Brooke laments to Ridge during a quiet, poignant scene in the Forrester offices. Ridge, ever the voice of reason, reminds Brooke that the Forrester family has survived decades of scandal and betrayal, but he also acknowledges that today's challenges may be the most complex yet. With Remy on a path of redemption, Luna asserting her independence, and Thomas scheming in the shadows, Brooke and Ridge must act carefully to prevent disaster. No Bold and the Beautiful episode is complete without romantic tension, and Monday is no exception. Luna's growing connection with Remy adds a subtle layer of intrigue. While their alliance is currently professional, there are hints of mutual respect and admiration that could evolve into something deeper. Meanwhile, Thomas's unrelenting ambition may also affect his complicated history with Hope and Steffi, creating emotional minefields that the audience will eagerly anticipate. The rivalry between Luna and Beatty also adds an unexpected spark. Luna's wit and intelligence make her a formidable opponent, and her ability to stand her ground may attract the attention of other key characters, both romantically and professionally. Meanwhile, Thomas's demand for control over the Forrester line hints at potential confrontations with the family and, most intriguingly, with Luna herself, as her designs are central to the collection. Sparks, both creative and personal, are guaranteed to fly. Monday's episode sets the stage for shocking twists. Could Remy's redemption efforts fail at the worst possible moment? Will Luna's confrontation with Beatty backfire, putting her career in jeopardy? And what lengths will Thomas go to in order to assert control over the company and possibly manipulate personal relationships in the process? Fans will also want to watch for subtle power shifts within Forrester Creations. Ridge and Brooke must navigate a minefield of ambition, deception, and hidden motives, all while safeguarding the company legacy. Meanwhile, Remy's redemption journey could redefine his role in the family, and Luna's assertiveness promises to shake up the fashion world in ways that no one sees coming. In summary, the September 15th episode promises Remy's redemption, a heartfelt attempt to restore trust and honor while battling corporate sabotage. Luna versus Beatty, a tense showdown where brains, courage, and wit take center stage. Thomas's demand, a shocking bid for control that could jeopardize both Forrester Creations and family harmony. Brooke and Ridge, the guardians of the Forrester legacy, navigating turbulent waters. Romance and rivalries, subtle sparks, emotional tension, and budding alliances hinting at long-term consequences. With alliances forming and secrets waiting to be revealed, Monday's episode sets the tone for a week filled with intrigue, ambition, and dramatic confrontations. Fans can expect every character's motives to be tested, and every relationship to face strain, ensuring that the drama continues to be as bold and beautiful as ever. Thanks for watching this video, and please subscribe our Bold and Beautiful Update YouTube channel for more update news.